Hello, hello. I think I'm live. I'm looking for info. Hold on. You would think by now I would figure this out. Let's see.
My skin was angry, red, reactive, and burning.
Let's see. I just want to be able to get to a chat because my other chat isn't here. Okay, I am live. Perfect. Amazing. Hi, everybody. Thank you for your patience and letting me fumble through this, basically, like always. It's the same thing every single time, so I apologize. Tonight we are going to, if that was really loud, I'm very sorry. I forget that I have this microphone on. Tonight we are going to talk about the energy that's happening right now with this new moon. It technically happened like yesterday in the West Coast, it was yesterday. East Coast, it was like 1 something a.m. So, yeah, I feel like with the Mercury retrograde and this new moon, it's just been a lot. I know for myself personally, I think it was Tuesday. It was like I was experiencing miscommunication with every single person that I spoke with, and I absolutely knew the issue was me because it happened with every single person, which, it just was what it was. It was definitely a frustrating day, but I got through it and made it to the other side. But I'm going to jump into what is happening with this energy just so you can understand why you might be feeling some of the things that you are currently feeling. And definitely feel free to let me know if you are here in the chat. Okay. And then I do have other fun surprises to talk about, so we'll talk about that after this. So first and foremost, what is happening with this energy? I want to just give this to you in English terms. Of course, you can watch astrologers who will fill you in on more details, but basically, this Sagittarius new moon is inviting us for a period of emotional introspection and inner transformation. So it's a time to wipe the slate clean of old struggles, resentments, and emotional baggage, allowing for deep release and renewal. This energy is encouraging us to face uncomfortable feelings that we may have avoided, confront fears, and process psychological patterns that have been trapped within us. It is not a moment for like starting new projects, but rather a call inward. Reflect on your evolution and reclaim your personal power. Emotionally, like this is definitely intense and like contemplative. This moon is heightening our intuition and amplifying passionate responses, urging us to be real with ourselves about what we want and like who we are becoming. So definitely, like if you've been in your head and you have been diving into your inner world, like that's what this is. And with Mercury retrograde being here, it might be bringing miscommunications or random disruptions. The key is to actively process your emotions rather than ruminating on them. So this is why writing is such a good practice. And I actually stumbled on a video yesterday on YouTube about somebody talking about how writing to release like is basically rewiring and like helping our brain in a really specific way. I can drop the link in the chat. I just have to look at my history, but it was definitely fascinating. So like writing is such a great way to process and release. But this right now is really a time to awaken to the parts of yourself that you've resisted, integrate your shadow, and step out of your comfort zone with courage. Embracing transformation, letting go, honoring your inner world, that's going to help you create space for rebirth, deeper intimacy, and a renewed sense of balance and empowerment. So, if you've been feeling any of this, yes, yes, that is what's happening. I know for myself, I've definitely had fears popping up and just being very prevalent. And of course, like wild and vivid dreams typically happens around this time. So pay attention. Like we do get insights into our dreams. Lately, I've been getting more and more like premonition stuff in dreams, kind of, which is not something that used to happen to me. Like I normally am not like a premonition dream person, but every once in a while I'll get a dream and it's like, oh, it's more than just a dream in a way. So definitely pay attention to those. I hope this was helpful, learning about what's happening with the energy. We are going to do breath work and a meditation, and I will send you Reiki just to help with this energy, help you hopefully sleep really well tonight, and just let go of what you're ready to let go of. This is a time to release. And I think too, like, I have definitely been having certain beliefs pop into my mind, especially with finances and like things that I've always been so like, no, it has to be this way kind of thing. And it's like this week I'm kind of taking a step back and realizing like, but it's not a bad thing. Like what I'm so adamant about not wanting to have or, getting rid of, like I really want to get rid of my debt in a sense, like so fixated on it. But it's like, is it that terrible to have? Like, you can reframe everything. So it's like starting to really question and zoom out and think about these things and allowing yourself to reframe it. Or also like thinking about aspects of yourself that you have resisted and starting to recognize how those aspects of yourself actually serve you, right? Like there's certain, like I have tunnel vision. Like I literally will be obsessive about certain things, but like that serves me because then I get something done, or it like helps me achieve a goal and it helps me stay disciplined. Do you know what I mean? So it's like allowing yourself to see both sides of something. And this is a totally long rant, so I apologize, but hopefully it's helpful. On that note, so I meant to put this in the post, in my community post earlier this week, and it totally slipped my mind. I am doing a pay what you can 15-minute Reiki session with me. You don't have to be on video with me. If instead you want to just send me a picture of you, I can do it that way as well. I am going to post on the community tab this link to the Pay What You Can session. Unfortunately on Wix, I can't do it where it's like a minimum number and then you can just like enter whatever number you want to. So I did it all in $5 increments starting at $5 itself. So when you go to the post, you can just select if you want to do 5 or 10, etc. And I capped it at the full price, which is $30 for a 15-minute Reiki session. So I am offering this out. You can book this. You don't have to have the session immediately. Like you can buy it now and like have the session in January. The only other call out that I want to say is that I do have more availability in my schedule. Just on my website, it's going to look very, very limited. So feel free to buy a session, book a day and time, and then email me and we can reschedule the session for a day and time that actually works. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited just to give you guys that, like to offer that, because it's like the holiday season can be so stressful and like high energy. And I just want to be able to, if you are able to take the time during the holiday season, have a session with me one-on-one. And then if not, we can always do it in the new year and jumpstart the new year for you. So that will be coming in the post. And I think that's most of it. I am discontinuing my candles. I have sold out of certain astrology signs. I only have one mocha candle left. The modern jar candles that you guys like, I do have the smells in the sample size. So if you want that smell, it's about a 5-hour burn in the sample size candle. They're $3. So you can still get that smell. And if you really, really, really want a candle on that smell, I might be able to make you one. It would be the astrology jar with that smell. So it'd be a candle that I don't typically sell. But just let me know. And I might be able to make that happen for you. And I do still have some moon shirts. I have like one small, a couple mediums, a couple extra smalls, large, XXL, XL, and XXL. So definitely check out my website for those things. And I think that's all the housekeeping. So thank you. Sheevson, you're the best. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. One last thing, and then we'll hop into the breath work and we'll hop into the meditation. Welcome, Jason. Good morning. Your timing is excellent. What was my thought? My train of thought. Shoot, I just lost it. Oh, this is what it was. Okay. I did post a different style of video yesterday. I did a meditation type of video. I've had this on my mind to try to create. There's no like Reiki hand movement in it. I am sitting on my couch rather than this backdrop. So it does look different, and I have my bangs, so you might not even like realize it was my video. But I am really interested and curious of your feedback of that style of video, because there's a part of me that kind of wants to incorporate just meditation on the channel versus like my face and my hands and the Reiki energy. However, I really want to know like what you prefer. If you really love the Reiki and that, let me know. If you do like the new style of meditation, please let me know. I genuinely am just so curious. And I'm still gonna, I might try to make a few more just to like see how it goes. But yeah, so I posted that yesterday. I liked it. I thought it was different. So yeah, okay. Let's hop into this breath work. Let's hop into this meditation, and let's send some Reiki. Move on with this day, release, let go. Let me get some music playing in the background, and you guys can let me know if it's too loud. Once I start playing it, sorry, I'm just trying to see. I think we're gonna start here. Okay. Oops. Oh, it should work already. Okay, cool. Let's do this. All right, let me know if the music is too loud. I think we might be good. I'm gonna start the breath work, and then you guys just tell me in the chat if the music's way too loud, and I'll turn it down. I invite you now just to settle into this moment, getting comfortable, and that could be staying seated or laying down. If you lay down, there's nothing to see on the screen. You're not going to miss anything. I'm not doing anything exciting. The only thing is I am going to use these two crystals, if you are curious which ones I pick. Desert Rose and Banded Vanadinite. I think I said that right. So go ahead and get comfortable and close your eyes. Allow your shoulders to soften, your jaw to unclench, and your breath to begin slowing on its own. And so we're just going to start a little bit of gentle breathing. We're going to breathe in through our nose for a count of 4. And then we're going to hold it for a count of 2. And then we're going to exhale through our mouth for a count of 6. We're going to repeat this just a few times, so let's all breathe in together for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for a count of 2. 1, 2. And gently exhale for a count of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for just a second. Now take a really deep breath in again for a count of 4. Hold it for a count of 2. And exhale for a count of 6. Let's do this 3 more times. Breathe in. Hold and breathe out. Again, breathe in for 4. Hold for 2. And breathe out for 6. Last one, and as you exhale this time, I want you to really release everything that you're holding on to. Hold. And now give it all you got as you exhale. Now we're just going to take one cleansing breath, taking a really big, deep inhale. And as you exhale, let out a soft sigh. Now bring your breath just back to a normal rhythm. Allowing your body to just let go of whatever it is that it's holding on to. Now I invite you to think of whatever it is that's been coming up for you recently. Any fears, anything that you're resisting, anything that's been challenging or confronting, old hurts, unresolved shadows, all of those things, just let them come to the top of mind. But don't dive into each of them. Don't think about them or analyze them. Just bring the topic up. See them all gathering inside of a balloon, almost as if you're filling the balloon with water, but instead you're filling it with all of these things. And then once you have the balloon filled all the way up exactly as you like it, imagine yourself taking a dart and throwing it at the balloon and popping it, making everything inside of it just instantly vanish, disappear, having it all just be gone. Take a moment to notice how you now feel without carrying any of those things. And so now I want you to start to connect to your inner self, your inner being, whatever that is for you, whether it's a color or imagining a little flame on the inside, maybe above your belly button. Just start to connect to your inner self. Now ask your inner self, who am I ready to be? Who have I been transforming into? Allowing yourself to gain clarity on the version of you that is so desperately wanting to come forward and be fully present right now. trust whatever insights that are coming to you. Now start to think of the steps that you can take to be this version of you now. Maybe it's saying no and creating stronger boundaries. Maybe it's spending less time doing one thing so you can do something else. Just allow whatever it is that would help you be this version to come to the top of your mind, bringing with it motivation, desire to do those things. Now gently place one hand on your belly and another on your heart, allowing yourself to feel both the depth of your emotional world and the strength of your inner fire. Repeat out loud or silently in your mind, I trust myself. I trust my transformation. As you have one hand on your belly and one on your heart, see the connection between your heart, your mind, and your intuition strengthening. Imagine a beautiful glowing light flowing between all three places, truly helping you to hear, have insight from your intuition with ease. Now with your next inhale, imagine drawing in courage, gratitude, and clarity. Having this help you with your journey. With your next exhale, Release anything that is no longer aligned with who you're becoming. Take a moment to truly acknowledge your growth, your resilience, and the rebirth taking place within you. With your next breath, take a moment to really embrace yourself, all aspects of yourself. I invite you to become more and more aware of your inner power and your inner strength, truly recognizing all that you're capable of and the ways in which life truly works out for you. I invite you now to take one more really big, deep breath. And as you exhale, feel yourself being fully cleansed and renewed. You can slowly start to come back to this moment, gently wiggling your fingers and toes, maybe taking a stretch. And then whenever you feel ready, slowly opening your eyes and fully coming back. As always, I do ask that you drink some water after receiving Reiki healing, as it will help with the healing that you did receive, help you with cleansing and letting go of anything that we are releasing. You're probably thirsty, and so am I, so let's cheers. Take a moment. Hello, hello, Tom. Yeah, the Reiki energy feels really strong tonight. I had a session right before this, and yeah, it feels really, really prominent, which is always fun. That didn't come across as fun. It is fun. Yeah, I really hope that this Reiki healing helped you and helps you sleep really well today and just helps you release whatever it was that you've been experiencing. And you're so welcome, David. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you and your generosity. I don't want to talk a ton, so if you do want to hop off and enjoy this Reiki feeling, go for it. Definitely, though, keep an eye out on the community posts, because I am going to put the link there for the Pay What You Can Reiki sessions. And yeah, I'll throw in all the details about booking and my schedule and yada yada. But I'm excited to put that there. And yeah, I hope you guys all are doing okay. I feel like the energy this week has definitely been intense. So I hope you're okay. Tom, yeah, definitely drained for sure. I've definitely been like super motivated and doing a ton, but the miscommunication this week was strong, so strong. The other thing I do want to call out for anybody, when you look at your natal chart in astrology, look to see what planets were retrograde when you were born. And I'm forgetting right now, I don't know if it's Astro Cafe or astro.com. One of them will pull your chart and will give you an R next to it. So it'll like tell you what was retrograde. If you're interested in diving more in your astrology, I do really recommend that of learning what was retrograde while you were born, just because I do think we experience the retrogrades differently. And I'm only saying that because I was born during a Mercury retrograde, and a lot of the times I really don't get like slammed during Mercury retrograde. I should like knock on all the things, but I normally like kind of just coast during it. And this one I was until this week, and then I was like, communication friction on like another level. And it was me the whole time. So it was fun. But yeah, definitely look at your natal chart to see what retrogrades you're born into. And then, like, there's some people who do dive deep into what it means, like having a retrograde in your natal chart. So I do just recommend that for you all. If you're looking to learn more about yourself, I've said this before and I'll say it again. My favorite things when it comes to learning more about ourselves are astrology and human design. I feel like there might be a third one, but definitely those. Oh, Gene Keys, but Gene Keys is still linked to human design, so it's like kind of similar. Um, I like things that are more I think it's non biased because I'm not answering a question about myself. I'm reading something about an indication of a day and time and place that I was born, which is why I really like astrology and human design. But of course, when you're reading all those things, like, you don't have to believe anything as the end all be all. Like, everything comes, take it with a grain of salt. Like, if it resonates, cool, and like if it doesn't, throw it out. And I think that's what we should do for everything that we encounter, everything that we read. Like, also do a gut check of like, is this me or is it not? You know, because you can always change your beliefs and like what you want to claim and what your story is. You don't have to take it all on, if that makes sense. So well, I'm glad, Tom, you haven't been having miscommunications. And yeah, it's very interesting you were born in a Saturn retrograde. Have been feeling need for more solitude. Amazing. Well, I hope you've been able to get it. It's been so cold here in Jersey, but hopefully you've been able to get some solitude and hopefully get outside. Tom, definitely feel free to throw that question about the main lessons everyone's learning in the community chat. Yeah, maybe people can answer there. I think that would be a fun one to answer. But if I'm actually going to hop off, I don't think anybody else has other questions. But yeah, Tom, definitely post that there. And yeah, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope y'all are doing okay with this energy. I know it's intense. But yeah, just continue to be a little bit kind to yourself, and please definitely drink some water. And will I see y'all on the next one? Hold on, please. I may not be able to make a live for the next full moon. I'm trying to figure out when it is. Yeah, I won't be on live for the full moon on December 4th, but I will definitely still post journal questions for you all. So I got you there. But anyway, thanks for joining for the new moon, and I will see y'all later.